shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. Downtown town streets to the Carole Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carole Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carole Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carole Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carole Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Hi, I'm Ron Lehman. I'm from the Faux School in Frederick, Maryland, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, goodness gracious. Today is Monday. Oh, my. It's been a while. I'm telling you, my hair since my little hospital stay has been horrible. Horrible in the sense it feels so weird. My hairdresser, Roxanne, did my hair Saturday, and she said it could be a couple of months before it's back to normal. Anyway, Monday, February 3rd, I'm your host, Dani Gurry, back after my little health run. If you didn't know, I had emergency gallbladder surgery 2 weeks ago today. Fun, not at all fun. I am very blessed, knocking wood. I've been very healthy. And it's only the second time I have ever been in the hospital outside the birth of my two kids. I had my tonsils out when I was 17, and this. I'm still not 100%. I overdid it a little bit on Saturday and paid for it yesterday, so taking it easy today. But good morning, Tara. Tara's birthday. I missed her birthday party Saturday. Really wanted to go Saturday evening. Just could not get myself. I just knew it would not be good. Not be good if I did that. And Mama Cone has been here every step of the way, helping me and trying to get me back to 100%. I'm at about 70% right now. So I appreciate you guys tuning in today. And it is very, very good to be back. I have missed you, and I've missed doing this. I'm still having some issues with going straight to the group, Everything Frederick and More. I've got to fix that, figure out what's going on. All right, the rundown today. I got trending stories with Dani and Marco. Then we're going to go over a highlight of some of the events in our area. Then we're going to chat with Karlys, Kline, and Carole Heine from Women's Giving Circle. And we're talking Galentine's party. Great time to spend with your girlfriends. That's what Galentine's Day is all about. I love it, actually. I love the Galentine's Day thing. Also, I've got some I need your help. Okay, a couple of places I need your help. First of all, our February charity is the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. They help families of firefighters when we've tragically lost someone or if they need help. So I love that organization. And we're going to be talking with Chief Tom Coe this week about that organization. I have a couple big favors. You go in, you buy the Good Morning Frederick merch, and the proceeds go to that charity this month for all of February. And the shop will be open Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We've convinced my daughter to take the job and help in the shop so that it is open and ready to go when you want to stop by Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 to 4. I have a big favor that I need to get to 3,000 watch hours on YouTube by the end of March. We are 700 hours short. So please go to YouTube, rewatch some episodes, share them with others on your profiles. If you've been featured before, please share your segments and ask people to watch. What happens when I hit 3,000 watch hours within the first year is I get the opportunity to monetize the channel. So that is the last thing I need to do to get there. So if you can please share the streams from YouTube to other social media, I would be forever grateful. And also, this week, we're going to talk about I want to surprise. There is a gentleman who works at Dollar Tree on Jefferson Street. I went and bought all my Valentine's cards. I got them sitting here. So I send Valentine's cards. I have a whole stack here that I send to all my girlfriends and well, a lot of my girlfriends. A lot of girlfriends, a lot of friends that I don't see a lot. I send them Valentine's cards. And he said, "What? Wow, you're buying a lot of Valentine's cards." And I said, "Well, yeah, I like to treat my friends to get some love in their mailbox every year." And he said, "That is really sweet. That's really nice. It would be really nice to get some Valentines." And we walked out, and I said to Mom, "I am going to make this guy's day. He's youngish, probably, I'd guess in his 20s. Very nice, very sweet. And so, what I need you to do is to stop by, get a card, get maybe a little box of candy, maybe get a little Valentine when you're out shopping. Drop it off at the home of Everything Frederick this week, Wednesday to Sunday. And I am going to take this young man a box of goodies from all of us. He has no idea that I have a show or anything like that. I just think it would be very sweet to show this young man some love. Like I said, he was very kind, very sweet. So if you're out and about and doing some shopping and can pick up a card or maybe one of those little kitschy, heart box things or whatever, I'd love to take it to him on Valentine's Day. Anyway, so that's what we're working on. And I would love your help with those things. All right, don't forget about the podcast. I know stuff has not been updated. I'm working on getting everything updated, back up to date, but we'll get there. But you can listen on podcast platforms. All right, let's go ahead. We'll get the show started. Oh, also, huge thank you for the patience of all of my sponsors. Everybody, I'm doubling up everybody's advertising this month of February to catch us back up and get us to where we need to be. But I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support, all the love, and all the things. Lauren, I think it's Adam. I should have written it down. Maybe Mama Cone may remember. I think it was Adam. He was very, very nice, sweet, good-looking kid, and he was just so sweet. So I think it was Adam was his name. I will confirm. I'm going to go by there today and just double check. Maybe I'll call the manager and see. But so sweet, and I just think it would be really fun to surprise him. Anyway. My advertisers and sponsors, you guys are wonderful, and I love you all. And we'll go ahead and get started. Huge thank you to our show sponsor, Heart Home Solutions. Your solutions for all your home remodeling needs. Do you need your basement refinished or maybe a new kitchen or bathroom? That's the job they love to do. Maybe you're selling and you want your things freshened up to get top market value, or you just purchased a little fixer-upper and you want some changes before you move in. Contact Steve at Heart Home Solutions. They can help you, HART, hearthomesolutions.com. All right, it had been a while since my brother and I got together. We got some crazy stuff going on in the world, but we finish with a smile. So enjoy Trending Stories this week with Dani and Marco.
Hello, and welcome. Good Monday morning. Things are back. The universe is back to normal here. It's Trending Stories. What's going down? It's Marco, along with my beautiful, wonderful sister, Dani from Good Morning Frederick. And we've been off for a little while because you took a little detour to the hospital.
Yeah, just thought it would be really fun to have part of my innards removed, and recovery's a little bit slower than I would like, but we're back. We got to get moving. We got to get going, and that's what we're doing.
I knew you said you wanted to start dieting. I had no idea you're going to be cutting limbs off when you. That's the worst end of the dieting, when you finally just like, I'm just going to start cutting stuff out of my body.
You know me, just trying to shortcut. Don't want to work hard. Just cut stuff out. I don't
just get it out.
Here's the thing. In kind of joking, I got home from the hospital and I hadn't eaten in like 4 days, only had like intravenous, fluids mostly.
Sure.
And I weighed like 4 pounds more than when I went in. And I'm like, what? How is that possible? But after a few days, I realized it was all the fluid, that they'd been pumping in. So, but no, I do not recommend it for weight loss at all. I'll be sticking to trying to eat healthy. We're going to talk about coming up, maybe not today so much, but going to start a garden this year, going to try to eat as healthy as I can, producing our own bread and bagels and things like that. So I will keep you guys posted on how that goes.
Dude, that is awesome. A lot of people I follow a lot of people on TikTok doing that, and living off the land is something that I would love to start doing, man. And I think between conversations between us, man, there would be nothing better than to just get off the grid, get off of it, just be self-sufficient. You don't worry about the groceries.
Even what I want to show people, we live in the suburbs, obviously, we live in a community. I want to show that even a small space can actually yield some, a lot of food. And that's what we're going to try to do.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Well, I can't wait to watch that. Of course, lots of great reasons to watch Good Morning Frederick. Make sure you hit share, like, comment, and the such so that you can see this video propel all over the internet. So appreciate you doing that. Let's see here. I don't know if you want, obviously the big story here for me, for everyone in the entire world, the first one that happened that I was like, what was going on, obviously was the big airplane, the commercial thing to DCA, which, by the way, I fly into a lot.
You do fly in there a lot. Yeah, and it's it's funny. As soon as we heard the news about that plane with a Black Hawk helicopter, I thought something just isn't right.
Yeah.
Weird. And then this plane in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's insane. This is an insane thing. So obviously, the one in DCA. I fly that particular. I fly into DCA. I probably in the last my lifetime maybe 20 or 30 times. You fly right down the river. I knew exactly what was going on. It's insane to see. Obviously, that is still under investigation. There's a lot of weird there's a lot of weirdness with it. Everything that happens today just can't be, it's like, why was it 400 feet? It wasn't supposed to be. And I don't know if you saw this. There's a video floating out there that only 30 minutes before that, another Black Hawk helicopter and another plane almost hit each other. So this is like a thing that almost happened 30 minutes earlier. So who knows what's happening there? Then you turn on, I'm just watching TikTok, minding my own business, and you get this number right here. This is an insane crash.
Allahu Akbar.
Now, I don't know why he's yelling Ali Akbar, but
what the hell?
I mean, this Philadelphia looks like a war zone here.
Yes, I was shocked how much actual damage was done from that crash. Crazy.
Yeah. So that one, I think the reason why that was a Learjet, which is a small, it's not a commercial airlines, but it had just been, whereas the one in DCA was coming to the end of their flight, which means most of the fuel was probably
gone,
expense.
Right.
This was just fueled up in Philadelphia and was flying all the way. It had a Mexican. This story is so sad, and I'm telling you, reading the stories out of DCA, all these kids that were on this national ice skating team. Every time I see a video, I have to hold back tears. These small kids that perished in that one. This one was a girl that. And sometimes I don't understand our lives. This girl had some ailment that was so bad it was she was like 5 or 6. It was killing her. So she got permission to fly from Mexico to Philly to go to the children's hospital. And it's they did this world-round procedure that basically saved her life, brought her back to maybe where she could be healthy again. And 6 minutes later, actually 30 seconds after takeoff, perishes in this thing. I mean, with one of her parents and 4 pilots. So,
yeah. And the crazy thing is, there's a Ring Door video. Watching it is like literally accelerating as it's descending.
Yeah.
And the impact that it left in the roadway that it hit is just unbelievable.
Yeah, this wasn't like something that ran out of gas and glided in and came down. This was a straight 90-degree down. I watched a pilot on TikTok that's flown that, and he said, when your plane loses lift, let's say the left. As soon as the left wing loses lift, you tilt like this, and then there's no way to, when you're that close to the ground and you've lost lift, it'll just barrel roll to one way or another, and then there's no save. Now, if you're 30,000 feet in the air, you can glide down a little bit, and if you lose an engine or lose lift for whatever reason, you can kind of save it. But that close, there's no way.
Yeah, horrible tragedies. That are just, it's so strange that this has happened within a 10-day period.
Yeah, and so what I hate about TikTok, which if I could write TikTok a letter and like, please, I wish they would start like having dates on videos, because now, because I've watched so many of these videos, my entire feed is nothing but now older
plane crashes,
and everybody's like, what is happening? I'm like, this is from 3 months ago. Not that that's a great thing, but it's not. I mean, there have been a few here and there, but it's like now everyone is on this thing where they just don't, where they're not sure of this or that, or if this is, because obviously the first thing we all think about is
tragic moment in the
terrorism or whatever else. So I know you have this to show us, and I guess I'm not sure when this is from, but let's check this out here.
Skies above Hawaii. Terrifying video shows a plane out of control just moments after takeoff in Honolulu. You can see the Cessna streaking across the sky before eventually slamming into a building near the airport, causing a massive fireball. There were 2 pilots on board. You can hear in the audio recording with the control tower that something was clearly wrong.
So this actually goes to the same thing. This was a month ago.
Okay. Yeah.
So just like when we were talking about it, that is exactly what that was. And actually, I think right after I sent you this, I was like, oh, yeah, that's just, exactly. Yeah. So that's what's happening. So
yeah, that was a month. It was actually the day before Christmas. Here's the thing. And listen, this is, if you want to say conspiracy theory, people are wondering what's going on now or how this could happen. There is a process of thought out there that somehow I mean, and I'm not saying this. I don't want to spread rumors, but these aircraft are being taken over somehow. Like if you remember the Baltimore ship that they still haven't said anything. It's these things happen. You never hear anything. Like Trump says, 3 years later they say. But they say that there was a chance that ship was taken over for a second or two by malware or whatever and controlled or whatever. And I'm telling you, there is a lot of people on it, and obviously on everywhere saying, "Hey, I'm going to make pause the airplane stuff for a while until we figure out if all these are related or not," because you just don't know anymore. That's the thing. Like, it's not far fetched to say, is there something going on? I mean, that even though that plane was a month ago, we don't know that there was. We don't get enough information of what is happening to these planes crashing directly into or out of airports.
Well, and that's the other thing. The older ones, if you want to be conspiracy theorists, could be just testing it out. Okay,
right.
Do we have the potential to control the, steering and levels and all of that? And yeah, when we don't get any explanations, and when other people, and then when somebody credible comes out and says it is very possible that everything is hooked up by computers. So why would it be so outrageous to think somebody is trying to cause as much chaos as possible in the United States? There's a lot of people right now that are not happy with some of the things happening, and it would not surprise me at all. And I think if it does surprise you, I feel like you are not looking at things with open eyes and an open mind.
Here's the other thing.
You're automatically saying there's no way this could happen.
Right.
Then to me, that's worse than those people who may be questioning, hey, this is kind of interesting. This is odd. It's more than coincidence. So
you got to question everything. And listen, to be honest with you, nowadays I don't wait for legacy media or these big firms to tell me the FAA.
Oh, no.
I wait for Charlie, who's got an airplane podcast that knows more and has done more research than literally anybody on any show.
Yeah.
And there is one channel out there because people are like, well, how would they break? Listen. And this is this is just a thought, but there are people on the plane. Remember when if you don't have your phone in airplane, like, I don't know if people know, but your cell phone can is taken over 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even if you don't think so. But let's say you're on the plane and you don't have your phone in airplane mode. Somebody could literally go through your phone, send some jamming signal through that to the plane, and knock it off. That's something that's actually been tested to be able to be true. So, boy, I'll tell you what. The next time I get in a jet, I'm making sure everybody's in airplane mode. Boy, you better. I don't want to see you texting anybody. I don't want to do anything like that. But it certainly is. It's a weird world in which we live, and one we have to navigate with such, just with your eyes open.
Healthy skepticism, I think. If you navigate, I don't want people to be afraid, and
Not
I don't
fearful.
want people never to fly, and I'm certainly going to keep flying. Has nothing to do with that. But have some healthy skepticism in thinking that there are people that wish harm upon Americans, America, our government, us, whatever it is.
Yeah, because if you don't, obviously, you can't just be foolish. You have to literally think about everything around you these days, which stinks, but that's the world in which we live. Speaking of world in which we live, obviously with the new administration coming in, and there's a lot of things happening. This is you've heard of our buddy Elon Musk and the Doge department finding $50 million in condoms that were getting ready to go out to the Gaza Strip that they stopped. This is your money, people. This is your money. When they steal it from you for these taxes, this is where it goes. And let me tell you something. This is about a minute, but I want to watch it because this is probably, well, you know what? It probably won't shock you. Definitely shock me, though.
Only had an office in the White House for about a week now, and in that time, they have managed to identify over $1 billion
That's
of
$1 billion.
DEI-related government spending. $1 billion. They also found out that about $600 million per year has been spent on sushi from the Pentagon, as well as the Air Force spending $1,280 per paper coffee cup. And $230,000 per month was being spent by the IRS on Starbucks cinnamon roast K-Cups while everyone was working from home. Doge also found out that payment approval officers at the Treasury were instructed to always approve payments, even if it's for known fraudulent or terrorist groups. They've literally never once denied a payment. And following the discovery of this information, the highest-ranking Treasury official has resigned because he won't comply with a request by Doge for access to an audit where they've spent trillions of dollars per year. The shtick is over. The days of
The shtick hopefully will be over. This is insane. And even if you're a left, or if you're as far left as you can go, or as far right as you can go, spending $600 million on sushi, this is your money. You worked 40 hours in a week, and let's say you made $1,000. That's fantastic. They took $300 and some odd dollars from you to spend on nonsense. And I'm telling you, dude, I'm done with it. I'm done with this dumbness. I swear to God. And this is not somebody's making up. That's right there in black and white. They've never said, did you know the Treasury Department has never said no? In the millions of requests for money from these people, they've never said, you know what, maybe you shouldn't spend $12 million on donuts. They've never done that. They just, yeah, here you go.
I know.
Incredible.
Yeah, and that is shocking. And again, not unbelievable, because even when we were kids, you remember they would spend $20,000 on a hammer or a toilet seat. And, that is just not changing. And it's just unbelievable. And the thing about the K-Cups, these 98%, I think, or 95% of the workforce was working from home, yet they never slowed that spending, not one day. Now, I do believe a lot of this is a cover for money going somewhere else to some other department because there's no checks and balances. That should infuriate people. We're all tightening our belts. We're all trying to figure out, how we can get by day to day. And our government has not slowed at all. In fact, it is increased in pace, in spending, and it has not slowed 1 second until January 20th of this year. So I say, let's be glad they're looking at everything. I understand for some of these organizations that get grants and special funding from the government, it stinks when you didn't have any warning and they stop the spending. But just know the potential is your organization, if it is truly doing good, could get more money because they're cutting stupid crap out of the budget or just stuff where we have no idea where it's headed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. You've always heard about the spending and the government can't do anything, and there's people were getting COVID money when they were opening up restaurants, and you just hear about the waste and the waste and the waste, and it just is when you actually see it on paper. Maybe it is for something else, but it doesn't matter. Things should be accounted for. Okay,
absolutely.
No more black. This whole thing. Well, the Pentagon lost 12 million, or actually it was like $2 trillion or whatever it was.
They have no idea where it went.
Yeah, no more of that.
No
more, because my money, it's too hard for me to make. I don't want to keep giving it to these people, and I'm telling you, more Americans are like, man, I'm done with taxes. And if President Trump has mentioned a few times to get away with the income tax thing, that would be heaven on earth, in my opinion. But we'll have to see exactly what's happening there. But so we were talking a little bit about. Obviously, President Trump and the plane crashes and stuff like that. And here's something that surfaced. So I want you to get your opinion on this.
Air traffic controller applications were rejected based on race. Last year alone, we had 19 near misses at airports across the country, meaning that what happened on Wednesday night in Washington almost happened 19 other times last year alone. From the Washington Post today, just the day before the D.C. plane crash, another jet had to abort the landing because of a helicopter in the plane's flight path, meaning this exact same thing almost happened on Tuesday at the exact same airport. From the Washington Post today, the FAA's diversity hiring practices were under scrutiny long before the air disaster in Washington, but it gets worse. It turns out that more than 1,000 air traffic controller applications were rejected based on race. According to a class action lawsuit filed back in April, the applicants were apparently, quote, too white for the job.
Too white for the job.
So I remember, back in the mid 90s, I lived in California, and I worked at NAS Miramar. It was a naval air station where Top Gun was housed. And I remember then they were loosening guidelines for naval pilots.
Yeah.
So that more women would become naval pilots. And at the time, and as a woman, I thought, I don't want a Navy or military that is based on filling quotas. I want the best personnel. And in fact, a female pilot crashed a jet with a friend of mine who was what they called the Rio, the backseat driver, and killed. They both died. And it came out that she was not the best for the job.
Right.
She was a literal quota filler. And to me, that's outrageous. I would not want a job if I thought for a second I'm only getting it because I checked a certain box. I'm sorry. There are certain roles in this country that should not be affected by rules such as this. Now, waitress, waiter, secretary, look, I don't care, honestly. I don't care if those are the roles, but not surgeon, pilot, police officer, firefighter. There was a video that came out from the firefighter, I believe she was in New Jersey, who was I believe, I don't know, trans, black, I'm not sure what, but she's like, oh, well, we want to make sure that our the community sees people like them. No, in a fire, I just want the guy who can carry me out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to worry about who might show up because they can't do the job.
Right.
I don't give a crap if you're black, purple, yellow, green, trans, whatever. If you can pass the same test as everyone else, good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you.
Yeah, if you want somebody...
I even look at some firefighters who are overweight, and I think, dude, you ain't carrying no one out of there.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
there has to be stringent across the board. I would love for this country to start testing for these really key roles blank. A social security number, that is it. You submit, you fill nothing else out. You take the exam, the top 10 pass, period.
Yeah. If you want somebody that actually looks like you, hire a spokesman for that particular industry or whatever, and they can do whatever. This is the same problem that's happening in L.A., obviously, with the wildfires and the fire chief there that was said if you were in a fire, it's your fault, and we'll get to you whenever you can. Basically, I'm paraphrasing whatever she said. But this is an insane world in which we live. And listen, again, and I think I speak for you and for a number of people and say we're not saying that everybody isn't equal. Everybody doesn't have the same opportunities. You just have to should be held to the same standard of what it is, and that standard shouldn't be lowered. It's the same thing Pete Hicks stuff right now is going to go through as the defense secretary and figure out all that stuff. But I mean, listen, there is, and people obviously try to mask these things as DEI, and that's not exactly what we're talking about there. So you can't comb everybody into one side or another. But I mean, I always ask everybody, man, I don't care who is flying the plane that I'm on. I just want them to have scored the best, highest score possible in case things like this start happening. You might need somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So, so all right. Well, those are a few things that have been pretty heavy. We'll leave here this morning, not leave so much, but end on a positive, fun note here. I don't know if you saw this one here yet, Dan, but check this one out.
Look at him. Look.
Oh, he's on the car. So
Taking
somehow he's
I had to
here.
lean up against that.
It's a squirrel, in case you don't know. Yeah.
What I love so much about TikTok, you and I are both saying the comment section is absolute gold, and it makes the video even funnier when you read it.
Yeah.
This one, everybody was kung fu fighting. Waited for him like he had a beef. Squirrel was like, all right, now go tell Mabel. Oh, God. I mean, just funny. That seemed personal.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And you gotta
yeah, that squirrel definitely had he was waiting all night for that. He was waiting all night.
Definitely had a beef. Do not make squirrels mad when you go in your house, because you have to come out of your house at some point. Thanks, Dani. Have yourself a fantastic day. Hit share, like, comment on this video so we can get it out to as many people as possible. What do you got going on here for your first day back here at Good Morning Frederick?
Back after 2 weeks off, well, we're going to talk with Karlys, Kline, and Carole Heine. They have a Galentine's Day party. It's free, and the ladies in and around Frederick are all invited. We're going to talk about that. Plus, we're going to talk more about the African Americans of Excellence exhibit kickoff, which is this Wednesday at the Weinberg Center. I will be there. This show will go on.
Nice.
And it's going to be a great one, and we'll talk more about that later in the show.
All right. Well, at that Galentine's Day, just put my picture on something and take it to the girls down in Frederick and see what happens. All right. Listen, have yourself a fantastic Monday. Thank you, Dani Gurry. We appreciate you. Hit share, like, comment. We got to get it out there. That's your trending stories for this Monday. My name is Marco. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day right here.
Trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.
Oh, yeah. Trending on the internet. I want to thank Marco for that. Oh, I want to say good morning to Michelle. Good morning to you. Nicholas, hello. And Connie, good morning. Thank you so much. So glad to be back. Appreciate the message there. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with all the events in Frederick, plus Karlys, Kline, and Carole Heine will be here with us to talk Galentine's Day party. I love it. It's coming up right after this.
It's a new year, a new beginning. At Colonial Jewelers, our Legacy of Love jewelry restyling event is the perfect opportunity to refresh your jewelry box. Browse our large selection of settings and diamonds. Reset your ring, upgrade a diamond, or design a new custom ring. At Colonial Jewelers, Legacy of Love jewelry restyling event, February 6th through the 8th. The Colonial Jewelers box, there's just more in it.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Ah, yes. I've got big news coming out with Antietam World Travel Service. We're going to be doing a Good Morning Frederick Alaskan cruise in 2026. and you are all invited. It's going to be so fun. Can't wait. You can travel with us to Alaska. I've never been, and it's been on the bucket list. So we're going to do it as a group. So stay tuned for details, but earmark 2026, probably June, for that trip. We would love for you to join us. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got to do what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors, serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor, they can handle. You want to give them a call today, 301-948-9663 or 301-948-WOOD, to remember that number easily. Or you go to atlaswoodfloors.net for more information. Okay, if you want to see everything that is on the calendar, because we just highlight here, you have to go to the description in the video and you will see the link there. All right, this week's notable events. All right, February 4th, if you are a woman-owned business, you want to check out the webinar that the Frederick Chamber is doing on the 4th, which is tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow at noon. To get information about how you can apply for She Pitch. She Pitch is a competition for startup businesses or idea businesses, businesses in the idea phase or already operating in the growth phase. They're going to give you all the information on how you could potentially win a grant from the chamber, which is very, very cool. It's a great event, and you learn a lot about your business and your plans, and they help guide you. It's really great. That's tomorrow. On Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m., come to the Weinberg for African Americans of Excellence kickoff event. That is going to be wonderful. We are putting the final details together now. But Wednesday evening, 6 p.m., you're going to meet 7 African Americans of our Frederick community who are wonderful. They have contributed so much. I can't wait for you to hear their stories, see their stories in artwork, video, and it is just going to be phenomenal. And photography, art, video, and photography. We have professional artists, we have student artists. It is just going to be phenomenal. Oh, hey, Sherry, let me just tell you, if you need food, maybe you need a meal train for people, or maybe it's just you got people in from out of town, contact Savory Spoon Catering on Montague Lane. Sherry, her food is phenomenal. I'm not even kidding you. Like, you think, oh, wonderful to have people send food and you love it and it's great. I am just telling you, my Mama Cone said the minestrone soup was the best she's ever had. I never liked stuffed peppers, but Sherry does a Philly cheesesteak stuffed pepper, and they were red and yellow. So maybe that made it better. I don't know. The steak, phenomenal. Okay. Last night we had a smorgasbord party because we had so much food. I did not want any of it to go to waste. We cooked her, she had, what was that? Chicken Parmesan. Oh, amazing. Turkey dinner like it was Thanksgiving. So unbelievable. So, Savory Spoon Catering is amazing. Sherry is so talented. And if you need food, if you want to send food, trust me, 100% you can count on her. She'll deliver, or you can pick up, and you can order a week's worth of food. It is so, so delicious and portioned out, ready to go for you. Oh, I want to say hi to Beth. Thank you. So great to be seen. I got to tell you, so great to be seen. Okay. I distract myself a little bit. I got a little bit ADD going on because I have so much in my brain that's been waiting for weeks. But anyway, African Americans of Excellence is Wednesday. Then Saturday, you have a couple of events to choose from. Bootleggers Ball is at McClintock. That benefits Celebrate Frederick. Right before I got sick, we chatted with Jennifer from Celebrate Frederick about that event. Costumed 1920s speakeasy. So be ready to go for that. 7 to midnight at the American Legion on Taney Avenue. Kicking up a cure to benefit St. Jude's. That's going to be a fun event as well. Tickets are available online at WFRE.com for that. Coming soon, February 13th, you got the Galentine's Tierra Tour on Maryland Double Deckers. That's for ladies only. And then, of course, 6 to 9, the Women's Giving Circle Galentine's Party. Coming up next, we're going to talk with Karlys and Carole about that event, but it's free to get in. There's a cash bar. Food's available for purchase from traditional, authentic Mexican. And I'm telling you, it's a fun evening. No drama, no fundraising, no nothing, just socialization with ladies of Frederick. February 14th, of course, it's Valentine's Day. Here's your warning now. That is next week. So if you need to get something for your significant other, you should. There is the Love on the Double tours on Maryland Double Deckers. They are actually just selling half of the bus, right? Because it's cold out. So you can sit on the lower half and go upstairs for photo ops and all that good stuff. But looks like a great time with perfect truffle and champagne at Benstown. Be a perfect Valentine's evening. Then the 14th to 17th, remember we talked with Thorpewood about this winter grief retreat. If you know somebody who is dealing with grief and you think this might be worthwhile, please check it out. It's presented by the Umbrella Project on the grounds of Thorpewood. It is a weekend retreat, which, is really, I think, going to be helpful for people who are at that point in their grief. February 15th, it's the Hyper-Local Brew Fest at Frederick Fairgrounds. They just announced Guys in Thin Ties band is headlining. They are so fun. Great 80s band. All of our local breweries are going to be there, or many of them anyway. And it's a great event. So grab your tickets. Go to Eventbrite right now. Look up Hyper-Local Brew Fest in Frederick at the fairgrounds. And that's always a great time. I'm going to try to be there. February 20th, it is Critters on the Catwalk at Warehouse Cinemas of Frederick. We're going to be talking with Diane Foland from Friends of our Frederick County Animal Shelter, and she'll give us all the details about that event as well. March 5th, it's the African Americans of Excellence exhibit reception, free to attend. It's at Warehouse Cinemas. We'll also be auctioning off the artwork that was created by both our students and professional artists, plus some of the photography. March 15th, it is the annual Retro Prom, a fundraiser for the Met. It is at Tally Rec Center. It's the 20th annual. I had huge apologies. We're going to be talking with them this week or next week coming up. They were one of the ones that I didn't reach out to while I was in the hospital, and we missed the interview. But we will get to them. Thankfully, there is some time before that event. But if you want to go have a good time, this is a really, really fun event. March 15th and 16th is the 50th Annual Home and Garden Expo. Those are your notable events, but of course, that full calendar is available at that link in the description of this podcast. And if you have an event you want included on our calendar, all you got to do is email it, everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. All right, one more quick break, and then we're back with Karlys and Carole from the Women's Giving Circle talking Galentine's Day event. That is coming up right after this.
So we were looking for a great place to eat, and I decided to take my mom to Thai Merrick.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful. You didn't want to eat it. There was a great presentation, and I tried things I had never tried before. And you walk away just with scrumptious on your mind.
Oh, yeah. So they served us a tea and an iced tea. And none of us are big iced tea drinkers, but it was one of our favorite things, wasn't it?
Oh, it was sweet and light and delicious.
It was. And then the curry puffs, I think they were.
That was one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It reminded me of something my mother and grandmother used to cook. It was excellent flavor.
Well, if you want excellent flavor, great presentation, I mean to be stuffed, head to Ty Merrick, 1170 West Patrick Street in Frederick, tymerrick.com.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art's splatter room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
A&S Construction, a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and the surrounding areas. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters and even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Sandra is so generous, she's going to give you $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. So all you have to do is give her a call, 301-703-2157 or info@ansconstruction.net. You know, you feel it. If you feel those drafty breeze through your windows or you've noticed the leaks on your roof, you got to get those fixed sooner rather than later. It's going to be a bigger job. All right, let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood. Okay, that was the wrong one. We're going to do this again because we love pulling for veterans. That's phenomenal. But we need to talk about Dublin Roasters. Let's do this again. Take two. You know, I couldn't have gotten through one full show without some error. And there you go. There we have it. But it's still two of our great sponsors. All right. Doing Good in the Neighborhood, sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House, fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street, or you can order coffee online, have it delivered right to your door, DublinRoastersCoffee.com. I got the chance to sit down with Karlys, Kline, and Carole Heine. This is the first interview I've done since the hospital. So excuse the appearance of me, but the information is invaluable. Here they are.
I'm back at the home of everything, Frederick. My first interview since my little health stint, but I'm all good. I am with Carole Heine and Karlys Kline. Well, Karlys Kline and Carole Heine. That's yes. You guys are putting together a really fun event coming up.
We threw it together quickly.
And it is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's Galentine's Day.
Yes.
Event.
It's a
pre-Valentine's Day for women.
Yeah.
And
Well, that is Galentine's Day is the celebration of your friendships before Valentine's Day.
And don't we all have lots of great friends
We do.
that we want to celebrate with?
We do.
And be goofy and not have to care what we look like.
but that's every day.
All right. So did you come up with this idea?
No, we were at a Women's Giving Circle leadership meeting, and somehow the conversation of Galentine's Day came up. And I don't know who, somebody said, let's have a party. Was it you?
Huh?
And
good friends to have.
we kind of were all like, okay, go for it. Or good luck. And that was a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And she's done all these amazing things
Well,
already.
we partnered together and done amazing
All
things.
you got to do is say,
Hey, exactly. The magic of Karlys.
right, the magic of Karlys. So years ago, you used to do events called Celebrate Women,
Right.
which were free.
Yep.
And it was really only about socialization amongst great women here in Frederick.
It was because I knew a lot of women who were engaged in the community didn't know each other. And I thought, we should all know each other. So there were no speeches, no fundraising.
No fundraising.
It was just
a fun
fun
fest.
party.
The-
I think the last one had 400 women.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. And because you are the quintessential matchmaker in Frederick.
Yes.
For business, personal relation, everything. Your brain, the way it works, keeping track of what everybody does, there has never been a time that I've been around you where you didn't go, I knew who I need to introduce you to, or I know somebody I would love to meet, or you've been phenomenal. And you're just doing that on this broader platform, which is really great. All right. So you've only just come up with this in the last few weeks, but what has come together so far? First of all, when is it?
So Thursday night, February 13th.
Okay.
And the first thing we had to do was go find partners.
Yeah.
So we went and knocked on McClintock's door.
Yep.
And they loved the idea because they were familiar with what the Women's Giving Circle does.
Of course.
To give back to the Frederick community. So it was a real easy decision for them.
Yeah.
So it'll take place from 6 to 9.
Yeah.
They'll do special cocktails. And we've arranged for Authentic Mexican, the food truck.
Oh, yeah. Traditional, authentic. They're great.
Yep, to be there as well. And they're gracious enough to put some of their proceeds will go to the Giving Circle. And Rosebud, the wonderful salve that we all love, that's used by celebrities everywhere.
Right, worldwide. They're right in Woodsboro.
Okay. And they've donated some stuff
They
too?
donated
Yes.
150 tins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure you get there on the early side. And Orange Theory has given us cards for people to come and try their workout classes.
Yeah.
3 classes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give you guys some stuff too to give away.
Oh, thank you.
Great.
Yeah,
Awesome.
do that. Yeah, I think it's awesome. And I think what I love about it, it's just, again, it's no strings, no cost. Cash bar, obviously you buy your food from the food truck, and proceeds from all of that will come back as well as
Some,
Giving
yeah.
Circle. Yeah, a portion of. They've got to cover their costs, of course. I did interview Alexa Bedwell months ago about the Women's Giving Circle, but in case people are just joining us now, why don't you tell us about this amazing organization that Karlys founded, and what are you called now? What is
Chair Emerita. Not emeritus, Chair Emerita. I don't know what that means. I guess I get to give my opinion to everything.
It's like the lifetime membership.
Yeah.
But Carole, why don't you talk a little bit about the Women's
So
Circle?
Karlys started this 19 years ago. And the whole premise was that anyone could come and be a member. You don't need an invitation. You don't have to have people that you know. I love it when out-of-towners, one of the first things they do is they come and join the Giving Circle. It's such a great way to learn about the Frederick community.
Yeah.
So we're all focused on philanthropy, and that is how you become a member, is by making a donation, and that sustains you. It's a lifetime membership. And we give out grants to organizations in Frederick
that support women in challenging situations.
Yeah.
So to date, it's been over $3 million back to the community.
And that's just so wonderful. What I love about it is that the group has grown and it just compounds the good you're able to do.
Yeah, and men and women can join.
Yeah.
So it's not just women. We want everybody.
We have male members. We have 5 or 6 male members.
Progressive.
Yeah.
No, that's, it's wonderful. It's a great organization. You've helped so many amazing organizations here in Frederick continue to thrive and do what they need to do. I mean, I'm going to try to go through some of the lists, but certainly, Second Chances Garage and Children of Incarcerated Parents. I know you guys have helped. Hartley House, a huge one. So all of these organizations, you have chosen to focus mostly on women or women and children, right? As part of your grant process?
It's mainly to help women move ahead in life so that then the people that are within their families also benefit. So it's a ripple effect.
It is, for sure.
And a lot of nonprofits have created programs that are just perfectly tied into what we're doing, what we want to see done. And we have a very tough grants process where everything is vetted. That's what makes it so great for people, because they know their money is going to organizations that use it correctly, that need it.
Yeah, you're not just throwing out dollar bills on Market Street. No. There's a rigorous process to it, which is great. You make sure the money is going where your funders want it to go.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And we follow up to see that they're using it correctly. And we have 500 members almost. We're going to have our 500 this year.
Very soon.
That's amazing. That's excellent. All right.
I mean, there's a good chance we'll celebrate it at Galentine's. That would be great. And one other supporter, Dani, that we forgot to mention was Poppin' Parties, balloons. Heather, so we'll have an arch for taking pictures and just making it festive.
And the photo spot. For sure.
Yes, absolutely.
And Sue Huff from Octavo did a logo.
Well, Sue is my girl. She did my car, so I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
So talented. And it's so nice to see a lot of these people just jumping in, saying, hey, happy to help, happy to give whatever you need.
Yeah.
So, all right, February 13th, 6 to 9 p.m., McClintock Distillery, right downtown. Parking is terrible down there. You're not going to want to do that. But the one right next to the Delaplane, that parking garage is perfect. There's, of course, somewhere on the street. And come. Have fun. Meet these lovely ladies plus hundreds of others. I can tell you there's going to be a lot of us there. It's going to be a great time. So we'll see you at McClintock February.
Looking forward to it.
Mwah!
Oh, yeah. Want to thank the ladies for stopping by the Home of Everything, Frederick, for that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See you tomorrow at 9 a.m. You can watch anytime on YouTube. Please just let the videos play in the background. Get us up to our 3,000 watch hours. I would be so grateful. Watch anytime on YouTube. Have a great day. Let's get out there. Let's be great, Frederick. It's good to be back. I missed you guys. See you soon.